Hi, so what we are going to look at today is criminal law. This is the introduction to criminal law. We're going to focus on actus reus and mens rea in this playlist, as well as strict liability offences, transferred malice, and the coincidence of actus reus and mens rea. So you could get asked a question about actus reus in criminal law. Let's look at what the actus reus is. So the actus reus is the physical element of the crime. It's the guilty act. It's the physical act. To be guilty of an offence, you have to have the actus reus and the mens rea and no valid defence. So, actus reus, physical element. It's normally a positive act. That means you actually do something. You punch somebody, you stab somebody. However, you can be guilty by failing to act, and this is called an omission. The other thing to make a note of about the actus reus is it's generally voluntary. So, case of Mitchell, the defendant pushed someone and they fell onto somebody else. Well, the defendant is guilty for the pushing. The person who he pushed and fell onto someone else, their act was involuntary. So you can use Mitchell as an example for that. Some crimes are called conduct crimes, where you are guilty just by your behaviour. So drink driving, there doesn't have to be a consequence, and you are guilty just by doing the conduct, i.e. drink driving. Consequence crimes, an illegal consequence makes you guilty. So for murder, the consequence, somebody has to die. So conduct crimes, consequence crimes. There are some very rare cases called state of affairs cases. The case of Larsener, she was French, she was ordered to leave the UK and she went to Ireland. The police deported her and sent her back to the UK. And the moment she landed in the UK, they arrested her and charged her for being illegally in the country, and they said that she was guilty. So even though it was involuntary, she was found guilty. But generally, the actus reus has to be voluntary. Other examples, Hill and Baxter, they talked about if you had a heart attack whilst driving and crashed, your action would be involuntary. If there was a swarm of bees, they give the very famous example of a swarm of bees flying into your car and you crash, that would be involuntary. So tune in for the next video on omissions.